This is interesting when you think about it. For all the tough guys that insist that a woman stays in his frame, that she obeys him, that she's obedient, that she's basically a walking, talking doll, where only his voice matters. Essentially, he's the only one in the relationship. Here's something to think about. A really great comment under a recent video summarized it all by a realistic delinquent. He said, agreeableness has much to it than just being likely to agree. It encompasses aspects of civility, like being able to compromise, cooperate, be charitable, etc. Agreeableness is a necessary component of pleasant social interaction. Obedience is just the tendency to do as one is told. I cannot imagine a fruitful relationship wherein I make a suggestion and she carries it out without cognition. Never again will I have a date planned, a gift given, a restroom cleaned without me having requested it. I think obedience is the mark of the cognitively inert and, as such, is a trait that nobody should appreciate in themselves or others. I think that's a great comment. And it makes one think, if you want an obedient woman that can't think for herself, that doesn't have your back, that can't defend you without you telling her to defend you, that can't maturely think on her feet, but she's basically a programmed robot that needs you to think for her. She needs to be programmed by you. I couldn't imagine being with someone that I need to train and have on a leash. I honestly, the work required in having to prop up the relationship for two people, because you have to think and act for both of you. She doesn't do any work. She's a button to be pressed. Sometimes I don't really think a lot of these guys have thought through the fantasy of a completely obedient woman that can't think or act for themselves. She's essentially like your daughter, like a little girl. You have to take care of every aspect, not only as yourself, as the tough guy who calls all the shots, but for her too. You have to carry her side of the relationship. Now, sure, you're in charge. I give you that. But you're in charge of everything. You have no help, no support, no appreciation of like, oh, there's proof she loves me. No, just the clinical realization, yeah, she does what I ask. Does she love me? I don't know. She obeys me though. I mean, I can't even imagine the kind of conversations you'd have. Maybe if you don't require any cognition, any imagination, any lexical interest in what you two could talk about, maybe if you don't require that, that's fine, but you're basically going out with a body and a thing that responds to your programming and nothing else. You can never trust her to carry out the best interests of you or the relationship. You're basically having a relationship with yourself, but you have some arm candy on your side. And in public, you can show off, but in private, you've got an empty shell. That is a one-trick pony of yes, 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 without any real belief that the yes means something. It's the yes of someone who's doing their job. So thanks for the comment, Realistic Delinquent. That was a really great illuminating one. Keep the comments coming. What are the downsides of having the popular obedient woman who does as she's told, who sits in your frame, who's basically an empty lemming, and you can have complete control, theoretically anyway? Because a lot of those women, they're the most dangerous kind of women when they get bored, and then they have someone with a few thoughts of their own, maybe lawyers, maybe their girlfriends, who start feeding them different thoughts because they don't have their own values and ethics. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section about how maybe having an obedient pet is one of the most dangerous things you can do. And if you're looking for substance, that if you really want an adult to be with, how it's probably not the wisest choice. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Don't forget to join, subscribe, share my videos around with someone you might think might enjoy this or it might help them. And I'll catch you in the next video, guys. Later.